Hello, and welcome back to Laying It Out. I'm Chelsea Pockets.
And I'm Scotti Dempsey.
And we're back. Sorry
it's
for
been
leaving.
a minute.
It's been a long minute. We were literally just talking 30 seconds ago before we hit record. We're a little burned out. Just about Frisbee and life in general. But, you know, we can't miss some of the most exciting weekends of the club ultimate year with regionals, both already occurred, upcoming regionals, and then eventually nationals. So we wanted to jump back in, update y'all on what we've been doing, why are we burned out, and then also like talk about regionals and some fun stuff in the subs only as well. So
hell yeah.
How have you been, Scotti?
I've been, actually, that's a lie. I've been better. So when did we last recorded like a Wildwood preview, and now here we are, like September. It's the 27th today. Who knows when this will come out? Fucking oof. On our recording schedule. So like, what has happened? My club team Swipes placed 5th in our region, which is exciting.
Nope.
That's actually the highest we've ever placed as a program.
Scratch that. I'm interrupting you. You said region.
Oops, I meant section. LOL. Because, of course, this, like, whatever Metro New York section that I'm in don't got a lot of bids to regionals. So, unfortunately, we did not qualify for regionals. But you know what? There's always next year.
You were in the game to go, right?
We were in the game to go. Yeah.
So that's
we played
exciting.
GA. And I say that I got concussed about a month and a half ago. I just collided with someone at Summer League, and like we both were not. I mean, it happens. It sucked, and I've definitely been having some like lasting effects, but I don't know. It was like kind of a stinky way to end my season early, but as we were just saying, burnout is a little bit real. I was feeling it like in August when, our July tournament, we didn't get a bid to for Boston Invite, and then we had a bunch of tournaments like back to back to back to make up for all our sanctioned games. That way we could go to sectionals and not be a pickup team. It was like such a whole thing that here we are now,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a welcome break. And like, as much as it stinks to not be able to play Fall League, the weather sucked anyway. So it's not like anyone's been playing Fall League.
Yeah, it's been raining a shit ton here in the Northeast, in the Mid-Atlantic. Speaking of which, Mid-Atlantic Regionals was postponed. So
sad.
My club season was extended at least one more week. Let's see what happens there. But yeah, I don't know. I've been doing about emotionally the same as Scotti has been. Less tournaments packed back to back, but I had an international trip to Norway that now seems eons ago, but that really actually killed me a little bit. It was a very fun trip. I went with my boyfriend's family, but it was a lot of traveling, and there was one day where, let me see if I could pull up my Fitbit stats for that. But we were outside of the hotel for 10 hours. We went on one big hike. I don't know. I burned a shit ton of calories. We walked 7 miles, 11 miles, somewhere around there. It was either 7 hours, 11 miles. And I was physically beat after that. And then we didn't have Summer League because Summer League had ended. So I just kind of stopped moving. It was so much Frisbee, a big trip. And then, now I'm only playing club. So I'm also not doing Fall League, but of my own choice completely. Just to stop running around for a bit, I have started a workout class. Yeah, so I pay someone now to yell at me and tell me what to do.
That's kind of nice. I like prefer working out to like, and like, I want to be given a regimen and be told what to do. That's going to make my life so much easier. So hopefully I can figure something out. I have a friend who has a home gym who has now offered for me to use that. So I might be taking him up on that.
I would highly recommend. I know at least I have used I've used multiple of those like ultimate specific workout programs, and I do think they're helpful, but if you know what you're doing, like the nice thing about going to a workout class, it's not one-on-one. It's like 1-on-6. But if I'm doing something incorrectly, there is a professional there to immediately correct me on what I have to do. Or if you're like me, can't really do more than 5 push-ups in a row because there's something wrong with my elbows and I don't know what it is.
Oh,
Yeah. But they'll offer alternatives to make sure you're not in pain.
very
Or
nice.
you be the little weirdo that's like, oh my God, I usually go in the morning and I had to go in the afternoon one time because I had a work meeting like first thing at 8:30. So I couldn't like go work out at the class I normally do. So I did an afternoon one. There was a different trainer there and he's like, who are you? What do you do? And I'm like, ultimate frisbee. And I don't know what gave him the vibe, but he's like, you play professionally? I'm like, no. Why? I'm like, no, that's just my thing. He's like, oh, do they pay for your flights? I'm like, no, stop thinking. Stop thinking I'm legitimate.
What do? I have a day job. I just spend way too much time doing this other thing. So that's what I do, sir.
And then he asked me like, and he's like, oh, why are you doing this class? I'm like, I mostly just run. He's like, oh, where did you go to high school? Assuming that I was 1 from this area and 2 like ran intensively in high school. I also first thought he was asking that if I was currently in high school. So it was a great conversation.
That's so uncomfortable.
I will never be going to the afternoon class ever again.
One negative interaction later.
No, he was very nice. It was just like, no, I pay hundreds of dollars to do a hobby that hurts.
So real. So real. Oh my God, I don't know if I told you this. I was back at Lehigh recruiting for my company, and I met a bunch of current Frisbee kids. And like some of them were like interested in my job, and some of them just like, I don't know if like they listen to the podcast or they just like know of us because like we are Lehigh alum who like do stuff on Ultiworld, which is like, celebs? Question mark?
Not at all.
Haunted. I was standing at the table and one girl walked up to me and went, hi, Scotty. And I was like, what? Like, this is like a place where I am only called Fiona. What the hell are you doing calling me Scotty? Oh dear.
No, some of them I think do listen to the pod. I was approached at Wildwood last year, I think, on the boardwalk. And they're like, hello. I'm like, oh my God, you're wearing Lehigh. Hi, how are you?
Dude, I guess I should probably shout out some other friends of the pod that I've met in like the past 2 months. I met Peanut. He was on Team Piss at Wildwood. He came up and was like, I love your podcast. I love like the party tournament stuff. And I was like, yeah, we have a Wildwood episode coming out. I still have sound bites from that from my team, but like, did we ever put that together? No. But thanks Peanut for coming and saying hi. It was really cool to meet you. And then another one of our friends of the pod, Jack, who I met like at the beginning of this year, he came over to me at like, we were scrimmaging Eat Lightning, and he was like, when are you guys putting out a new episode? And I was like, take that up with my boss. My boss being my lack of willingness to
Yeah, I was going to say,
things.
we are our own schedule creators over here. You were, I found it. You retweeted piss.
Well, I think they were just pissed, but I like to say piss funny.
It's that dog meme.
It
Smells like piss.
Smells like piss.
I hate us. But they had a Twitter. And they
and I won
tweeted a
Piss
picture.
Boy. I won gender neutral Piss Boy.
Not piss. Oh my god. That's funny. I like that.
It was very funny. They had one of the most iconic names of the whole tournament, and then my team like co-opted their name because they were just like chanting piss, piss, piss. So then we were like, we should also chant piss because that's funny.
Everyone should chant piss at party tournaments.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This was like I was telling someone, I think this was the best Wildwood year for me because
oh my god, this was my best Wildwood year too. Shall we recap that real quick?
Sure.
I mean, we were our teams booked rooms in the same hotel, so we got to hang out all weekend. It was so fun.
Yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. You got to meet some of my New Jersey friends. I got to meet some of your so you play on a team of people that you didn't go to like college with. Your friend went to college with them, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maryland alums.
Yeah, they were fun.
They are fun. They're crazy, but the parties are always really fun. They're always really good vibes. They're really good at Frisbee, so like it's kind of really easy to fuck around because they usually catch the stupid shit that like you throw even if it doesn't work well. And yeah, we won a cup again.
Nice. We lost in the semi game, I guess is what it's called. But like we all cared way too much. But I think that was part of the fun bit because usually I think I've only ever been on a Lehigh or a Lehigh alum team except for last year where I was a random pickup on some of my summer league friends' team. So like I love Lehigh. We love Lehigh. I don't think we're good at mixed ultimate. We don't. Well, first off, half of us stopped playing after college. So if you're on an alumni team, half the team has stopped playing. 2, most of them play in either the men's or the women's division and only did that in college too. So that's what they're used to. So like half the team hasn't played with each other and didn't have that chemistry that they had in college.
And also it's really hard because men don't have like the same people that are used to playing like open men's. They don't really have the same spatial awareness for like there just being women on the field. And like that's how collisions happen. And I don't love that. So
yes. I didn't notice any collisions when I've played at Wildwood in the past, but that is something to be concerned of as well. But like this was the first year where I played with people that like have that chemistry, and I was also friends with all of them as well. So it was fun. And Sponge came along for the ride. He scored some points, did some stuff.
He definitely had fun. It was adorable.
He has a mustache. He has had a mustache for a while. And then this other guy on our team grew a mustache for Wildwood. And they went to high school together.
Oh my god.
And then they were like, we have to kiss now.
Yes, incredible.
Kiss or piss.
Kiss or piss.
Oh my god.
Okay. Any other valuable updates to just throw out there from the past 2 months?
Nothing valuable. I don't think I've actually, besides Wildwood, and sectionals. God. I hadn't played a tournament since we last recorded because of my international vacation.
Swaggy.
I
played Philly Open, and I played the incident. Should I have played the incident? Did I come back too early from my concussion? Yes, I did. That was a mistake. Because I was like, I don't want to miss sectionals. And instead I missed sectionals. Anyway, so my own stupidity aside, it's kind of nice to have my weekends back. I don't have any plans this weekend. It's my boyfriend's birthday. Well, okay, we are going to go to Philly and see Hosier, but that's Friday night. So we're going to somehow get down to Philly and back very quickly for Friday. But aside from that, I'm like, I don't have to do anything. I started knitting. I've been knitting below the screen the entire time we've been talking. Because we all know I crochet. I openly crochet on like Ulti-World meetings and stuff. So I have like a little crochet Instagram and I do some TikTok stuff for that. And I am so cringed out by it. But you know what? I am going to embrace being cringe, but also being free. To be cringe is to be free. So that's what my other projects have been.
Nice. We like it. So you're taking a nice, relaxing Frisbee free fall. How can we make that, like, instead of hot girl summer, goblin fall?
Well, I have been calling it gremlin girl fall because it's spooky season, so it's goblin mode time. I don't know if that's not Frisbee girl, but everyone
anti Frisbee.
Everyone is welcome to be a gremlin.
We're the anti Frisbee podcast.
Anti Frisbee podcast. Perfect.
We're rebranding.
We should rebrand.
We can make the shirts. But yeah, no, sectionals. I mean, my other update is I helped run sectionals. So if you participated in Founders Mix Sectionals 2023, I had a part in creating that and making sure that ran. We had because of the USAU schedule, my team had a first round bye.
That's nice.
We did not create the schedule, but it was nice for the rest of my team. It wasn't nice for me and the other two board members that are on Jug Handle and got there at like the crack of dawn to set up and then just sat around.
Oh, darn. Yeah, I guess I didn't consider that. Brutal.
So one of them went back home because they were close by, but it's like a 45-minute drive for me. So I'm like, I'm going to go to Wawa when we're done and then just sit back and like watch a game. And then I got to stay later on Sunday and then help take down. But I met the coach of Empire and we chatted a bit and he, I think jokingly, maybe half jokingly, said he would get me a Connecticut Constitution jersey. I don't know if you've heard of that old, forgotten AUL team.
I have not.
I desperately want a Connecticut Constitution jersey. So if anyone listening has a way to get me that, I would pay some money for that. I'm sure it's going to be ugly, but it will say Connecticut on it, and that's all that matters.
Connecticut Frisbee. Yeah, baby.
I've never actually played Frisbee in Connecticut. I should try that.
Pockets tries to play Frisbee in her home state challenge. Hard,
yeah.
Hard.
Back in fucking, it was either 2017 or 2018. I reached out to a Connecticut Ultimate team and I was like, hello, since I will be participating in college nationals, I cannot make any of your tryouts. Can I please try out at a later date? And then no response.
Sad.
Yeah.
You tried.
I tried. And then I ended up playing Peep Show. So
that's a better trade-off anyway.
It all worked out. All right. I think we'll take a break here. And then when we come back, we'll talk about regionals, both past and future.
Woohoo.
Welcome back. This part, we want to talk about regionals. Both happened last weekend. Most of them happened last weekend. And then North Central and Mid-Atlantic are coming up. I went through the list. I used this website called, let me pull it up, Ultiverse.com.
Ultiverse is great.
Yeah, no, I discovered it for the first time today. For anyone that doesn't know, you can look up any teams and see their rosters for specific events. You can see which events they've gone to. See if they have any film of them. Like I looked up Jug Handle and it had like one of our Ulti-World videos. It has a lot of stuff that AK posted on his YouTube. It was a guy in the New Jersey area that videotapes a lot of teams. you could see who's on the roster. That part is slightly problematic. They do have a note at the bottom, like, if you would like to be removed from this website, please reach out. Because I think I could actually, let me see if I could search for myself.
Yeah, dude, you can. I was about to say that. So you can search and see every team like roster you've been a part of. So like you search yourself, you'll see like Lehigh, Peep Show, Jug Handle, Jug Handle.
Yeah. Wow. And it shows when I was a coach.
Whoa, I didn't know it showed your coaching.
And every single event I've been to, because like each individual event has a roster. That's kind of cool, kind of creepy. But yeah, so I use this to try and my own general knowledge of the sport, but we know that one ain't too great. So I think there are 4 first-time national qualifiers. If I get anything wrong, I apologize. The big one that probably you and I care the most about is Blueprint.
Yeah, Blueprint.
Northeast Men's took that third bid. I haven't been able to watch the game footage yet, but it's posted definitely on Ultra World recorded that one. So if you have a subscription, I think you can go back and watch the recording. And then there's a YouTube channel that may have posted some highlights. I forget what that guy's name is.
Yeah, there was a YouTube channel that posted some highlights. I saw it got shared. So I'm going to butt in here and be hype, give my one of my home teams some hype. Love to see that Blueprint made nationals, New York supremacy over here. Congrats to is he a friend of the pod or is he just a friend? If he also has a podcast, Pat Stegamiller, he gets to go to nationals, which is awesome. That's so exciting.
If he doesn't listen to the podcast, I think he's just your friend.
I think he does listen to the podcast, so we can demote him to friend of the pod.
Demote.
But it was really funny. So obviously the weather's been terrible. So it was like pouring here, and me and my boyfriend were over at my friend's apartment, and our local hero and celebrity, James, who runs the NYC Golty Instagram account, like a real life influencer, what an icon, live streamed the whole thing on his Instagram. And so like it became this like community bonding for everyone in New York Ultimate to be watching this one live stream to watch.
Oh, well, because then you could have the comments roll through, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so everyone was like together watching this Instagram live to watch Blueprint make nationals. And my friend Gary, who balled out in the Continent New York game, also caught the winning goal to clinch their bid. So it was so exciting. Gary is, we were so excited for Gary. We were so excited for Blueprint, so excited for Pat and like everyone else that's on the team. So it was Gary. That's all I remember about that Continent game is just Gary. And that's all you need to know, dude. I think Disc Diversity like posted the video and they were like, Gary. And I was like, that is the appropriate reaction. So I
haven't even met this man and I'm his number one fan.
Good, as you should be. Gary is an icon. So yeah, so there are 4 New York teams going to nationals. Bent, Exist, Pony, and Blueprint. So let's go New York City. Maybe we'll get some more freaking bids in our region, but or in our section. But who's to say?
You gotta battle it out with the rest of the Northeast.
Sorry. We really do.
The second one that I had on my list, and this one, like, I wasn't positive that it was their first time, but Cleveland Crocs. I feel like I had heard a lot about them previously, and I thought they had made it to nationals, but using Ultiverse, I don't see it listed there. So congrats to them. Great Lakes. Another one that I had listed, Oregon Dark Star, Northwest men's team. Something I found using the site looking for them was a team named Dork Star, DOHRK. It looks like they were created maybe as like a B team for Dark Star or something for a one-time tournament.
Yeah.
But just looking at the name Dork Star, and apologies, maybe everyone knows about this team existing already. I just get flashbacks to, I think, our second or third episode when we were like, Chad Larson experience. What the heck kind of team name is that? And now it's like, oh wait, I've played them twice. They are still active. And then the last one is United out of Southeast men's.
A lot of men's teams making nationals for the first time.
First time. Well, Northeast had 3 bids. Dark Star. Northwest, I think, had 3 bids, and Southeast had 3 bids. So if the region is looking hot, you got a good chance. You got a good shot. Oh, I could have rhymed. Oh, well. So I think those are the 4. Of course, then North Central and Mid-Atlantic have not happened yet. So there could be other teams, making their first run. Not gonna lie, I told Scotty, I wrote some notes, didn't write anything for North Central because I am all in on Mid-Atlantic, baby.
All right, let's talk about it.
We could talk about it.
Break us down.
Well, mostly, like, the big thing is it was postponed. Mid-Atlantic was, I keep saying Northeast because that's in my head, that's where I live, but I don't. Or I technically do, but not by USAU's standards. We were hit by Tropical Storm Ophelia, I believe, is what the name was.
I like that name, but boo, because we also were hit by it.
Yeah, but they decided we wouldn't be able to play. To be honest, so because the tournament, I woke up on Friday, I took the day off from work, I started doing my laundry, packing my bag. I think around noon, they made the call that we wouldn't be able to play. Mostly they were concerned about teams traveling. I think it was supposed to be really bad Friday night into Saturday night. And so they were concerned about teams just like actually getting to Delaware. Because it was canceled, I got to go to my boyfriend's parents' house and they were having an Oktoberfest. But he lives on the coast of New Jersey. And when we woke up Saturday morning, it was kind of scary, actually. So,
yeah.
Like, I saw tweets going around like, oh, the weather wasn't that bad. But, like, Delaware is kind of close to the water. I don't know exactly how close the fields are. But there's a chance of flooding. And also, like, the house was shaking. I, like, went to the bathroom Saturday morning and the water in the toilet bowl was, like, rocking back and forth. And I was
my God. That's some Jurassic Park shit. Like when the T-Rex is approaching and they can tell because the water glass is rippling.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Because his stepdad lives in a tall house because they're like across the street from the ocean. So if it floods, you got to be high up. So we were safe for that, but you get hit with a lot of wind. So that, canceled. Because of that, the tournament, the brackets and the pool play and stuff all had to be redesigned. The women's division was originally going to have 14 teams down to 8. A lot of teams dropped out. Either
Damn.
They can't make the second weekend. They don't have enough people available. So that really sucks. They also have, I think they have 3 bids. Yeah, I think they have 3 bids. So that's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Mixed and men's had 16. They're both down to 14. I don't know all the details. I don't know if they reached out to other teams in the section to see if they would want to play. I'm not sure how that all went. But looking at the schedule, I'm going to be doing the clipped pool. I'm for the first time experiencing clip pools in a tournament. I've already seen multiple messages like, why do we have 2 games at 9:45? So have you done clip pools?
I have not. I was about to ask.
Okay, so because whatever software or website or whatever USA uses to set up tournaments, you can't, once the event has started, you can't create new games, but you can always delete games or just like not record scores for them.
Okay.
So because of that, like for example, I am in Pool D with Port Authority, Jug Handle, me, Brackish, and Heavy Flow. So we are playing Brackish first at 8 a.m. We get to play at 8 a.m.
Get your dudes ready because they just play so much dude ball.
Ooh.
I have intel on them.
Shots fired. I think we played them last year, but I don't really remember much. And then Port Authority and Heavy Flow are playing. Then they have, technically Jug Handle is playing both Heavy Flow and Port Authority at 9:45. Only one of those games is going to happen. Physically, only one can. So the two winners of the 8 a.m. round are going to play each other, and the two losers of the 8 a.m. round are going to play each other.
Interesting.
It's just because of the way the software works, they can't add games quickly.
Yeah.
And then also, like, if you set it up ahead of time, I know that I'm either going to be on this field or that field based on if I win or if I lose.
Yeah, that's nice. Is it a full 2-day tournament?
It's a full 2-day tournament, so that's just the first 2 rounds.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I guess I asked questions too early.
I got excited. Then we have bracket play. The winners of each pool, there's still 4 pools. The winner of each pool automatically go into semis. We also have 3 bids. No, we have 2 bids. Oh my God. We have 2 bids. We have 2 bids. We have 2 bids. If we have 3 bids, that would be fucking crazy.
That would be crazy. Because that would be like you guys, Loco and Rally, all fighting for the...
And Port Authority.
And Port Authority. They're really legit too, aren't they?
Yeah, we only lost to them by 2 points at sectionals. And then I think they only lost to Loco by a few points at sectionals as well. So we're all like right up in there. If someone's having a bad day, or a good day, it could go anyway. And then of course Loco had beat Rally earlier in the season at a tournament that I forget the name of. So, and Amp is potentially beatable. I don't know. I like to think they are. Sponge.
Hey, you won't beat him without that attitude, you know?
Yeah. Sponge hates Amp for absolutely no good reason. It's literally like, oh, they're the best team in your region? All right, they're my number 1 enemy now.
I love the support.
Good supportive boyfriend. I'm like, they're kind of nice people. No, they're the number 1 enemy. So yeah, we have the 2 rounds of the clipped pool play. Because there's 14 teams, 2 of the pools are not doing clipped pool play. They only have 3 teams, so they're just going to do a round robin. So we're going to have a bye at the 11:30 round. And then if we get second or third in our pool, we're going to have another bye at 3. So we could play 2 games.
And then play, like a 4th game at 5?
At 4:45, yeah.
Oh
so
my God.
If we get second or third in our pool, we're going to play 2 games, have 2 byes, and then play 2 games.
That's terrible.
Yeah. And then, like, Loco, Port Authority, Jug Handle, we're all, like, right there at each other's throats, like, very close in competition. So we're going to see how it goes.
I'm excited. Do you know if there's any, like, live streaming? Can we watch?
I was hoping I would have this information ahead of time. In the Ultiworld Discord, shout out, someone had asked that same exact question, and Keith's response was, working on some stuff. Stay tuned.
Slay!
So I imagine some of the important games are going to be live streamed, just like all the other regionals events, with only 2 regionals going on at once, and with our closeness to New York City, which is kind of Ultiworld's hub. I know people, kind of. We're spread out all over the place. I imagine we'll get a few games filmed. Also, since the women's division is only going to have 8 teams, there's going to be a few more cameras available. But no, I'm not clued into what it's going to be. To be honest, I am at the bottom of the Jug Handle roster, so maybe I could go to the Laying It Out Instagram and live stream games if we're in something close.
Dude, I would love that. I would watch.
I'm not gonna get that much playing time if we're close.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to stream like a game to go, I would totally hop in there and answer questions.
Yeah. At some point, if we get knocked out, I think we're just done for the day. I think if we get knocked out at any point on Sunday, we're done. So depending on like where it falls, the second place game to go, my team might want to be together and like doing our end of year stuff, or we might be watching. So maybe I can like live stream that as well. But I imagine that game is also going to be Ulti World live streamed as well. But you can get my commentary. It's not going to be good commentary, but it'll be something.
That's what we pay big bucks to see. So,
well, it would be free.
That's what we pay no bucks to see.
You can pay for the high quality Ulti World stream, or you can follow our Instagram and get my shaky hand and my squeaky little voice in the background going, "Ooh, we caught it. Yoink it to Jimmy! Yoink it to Jimmy!"
Oh, that was a good D. Or not. Maybe it's a foul now.
I turn into a Midwesterner. Oh, I do. I say that all the time.
I say it all the time.
Oh my God. And then, yeah. So we'll see how it goes. To be honest, I have not paid attention much to the men's side of things. But I always root for Truck Stop, root for GSU. I gotta root for my kid, or David Bloodgood, as he's actually known. If anyone didn't get that joke, his Lehigh nickname is Kid. And then GSU, I gotta rep the Jersey boys.
Who had sick jerseys?
Yeah, I didn't order one. God damn it. I was like, I'm thinking I'm going to do it, but which one do I get? And then...
Thought about it for too long? I got a Moondog Sun hoodie from their latest order, and I was really hemming and hawing, and I put it in, like, an hour before it closed, and it's so cool, dude. They've got all these, like, constellations on it. You couldn't see it online. I love it. Except it, like, permanently smells like my stinky ass.
You gotta get, my mom always did this. There's like sports laundry detergent, because my brother still is probably, but I don't see his laundry anymore. But he was a stinky boy that played a lot of sports.
That's a great idea. I might have to go out and do that.
Yeah.
I'm still working through the bottom of like a Tide Pod bag, so soon I will reinvest in new laundry detergent.
I'm sure there is some home remedy otherwise. But yeah, very excited for Mid-Atlantic. We'll see if it goes to chalk with Ampy and Rally taking it. We'll see if there's some upsets. Loco has never been to Nationals before. Port Authority is a first-year team. That would be very cool to see. Obviously, I'm personally invested in Jug Handle.
Biased.
Yeah, biased. We got one vote in the Discord. We got one vote. Oh my God. But we'll see where it goes. It'd be exciting. I think the weather is going to be slightly rainy, and that Delaware turf complex is always windy. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited for you, dude. I'm going to be, well, I deleted Twitter off my phone because my phone has no storage, so I need to get a new phone. But I will be keeping a close eye on the scores.
Nice. Yeah, I'm excited. I'll see if maybe I take over the Twitter as well, because again, bottom of the roster, baby.
Twitter captain.
I love being here and participating.
I love to be there. and a part of it, you know?
Yeah.
And hey, I went to sectionals with a concussion and it did nothing except, like, drink coffee on the sideline and yell a little bit.
So we'll see how this weekend turns out. I tweeted about it. I'm going to be crying for one reason or another, no matter how good or bad it goes. At the very minimum, I'll be crying because my socks are wet because I think it's still going to rain.
That is something to cry about for sure.
Yeah.
And then that post-tournament Panera will hit excellently.
It's going to be post-tournament Wawa.
Even better, dude.
Yeah.
I miss Wawa. Not your cat.
Wawa has pizza now.
Incredible.
Sorry, I'm getting off track. But yeah.
We're so off track, yeah.
We can wrap this up. No, so congrats to the 4 teams that have made it to nationals for the first time. Maybe there will be more this weekend. We'll see.
We shall see.
But otherwise, for the subs only, I already told Scotti what this was going to be. But maybe Scotti hasn't seen because she deleted Twitter off her phone. But
I did not
Taylor
see.
Swift and Travis Kelce, who is a tight end in the NFL, potentially the best tight end of all time, are now dating, and fucking all the Twitter, all the corporate social media accounts, all the Swiftie accounts are going crazy. One thing I saw is that, like, I don't know how, some part of it's real, part of it's satire, but the Swifties are learning what football is. And I thought it would be cool to discuss which celebrity should we bring in to date an Ultimate Frisbee player to boost the sports ratings.
Who's going to be our Frisbee ambassador?
Yeah, so we'll talk about that in subs only, so stick around. But otherwise, I have been Chelsea Pockets.
And I'm Scotti Dempsey, and we'll catch you on the flip.
They say I'm acting crazy, but I just wanna lie in the sun.